Israel Adesanya's ex-girlfriend is taking him to court for half of his wealth, and the crazy thing is, she may have a chance at getting it. This is Israel Adesanya. He's one of the most popular UFC fighters in the entire world. This is his ex-girlfriend after one of his championship fights. I believe they were together for a few years, maybe 5, but they broke up in 2021. The relationship ended quietly, but thanks to some Instagram stories from Israel Adesanya recently, it appears there is some situation going on between them. And now comes the report that UFC middleweight champion Israel Adesanya's ex-girlfriend takes him to court for half of his wealth because they dated too long and she supported his career. Now you may be thinking that's insane. They only dated. They were not married. There was no contract signed. However, in New Zealand, relationships that last over 3 years are covered by law. And as you can see, we're at home, family, separation, divorce, divide, relationship, property. Relationships covered by law. Different rules apply for dividing up property depending on whether you've been married or in a civil union for less than 3 years or more than 3 years. In New Zealand, there is a law covering de facto relationships. In most cases, only people who have lived together in a de facto relationship for at least 3 years are covered. Now, I thought we had some pretty crazy laws in America, but this is straight up insanity from New Zealand. Imagine this law in America. Brad and Brianna dated for 4 years at the University of Alabama, but at the last Alpha Phi formal, Brad goes with Jenna, and Jenna's a hot blonde, and then Brianna takes Brad to court for all of his father's wealth, and then Brianna's now what is this law?
Hey, bro, come on now, dog. Come on, man.
After Izzy found out he was getting taken to court, this is what he said in an email. I wish I let you drift away into a miserable existence because misery loves company and you love being a victim. Sign the Tennessee agreement ASAP. Also, I really hope you lawyer up and come for my assets like you said. I hope you try to affect my businesses such as Puma with your weak threats. Please, please do so. Let blank pay for it all. You have a sugar daddy now who pays for everything. For someone who moves in silence, he sure does talk a lot about you guys' plans, LOL. Mentally draining me, ha ha ha, you are pathetic. Even worse than when you said, well, you're gonna have to break up with me then so you can be a victim just the way you like it. You're just like blank and you're worse than blank. Show this to blank. Show this to your lawyer too. You have never helped me make money, only cost me money. Now you think you deserve half my shit? What an entitled pompous brat you are. I spit on you. I dare you to start your stupid campaign. Your threats don't work here anymore. They're tired. You don't care about my life because you've sold info about me, so I don't care about yours. I don't even hate you. I just don't care about you. I've not been in love with you for a while. In summary, I'm glad this happened. I wouldn't change a effing thing. I'm glad I finally have someone who can stand next to me and not feel like my shine takes away from theirs. Confident in their own light. This will be the last time you're hearing from me. My lawyers will be in touch. Bye, Stylebenders X.
She belongs to the streets.
My nigga.
Then after the email, he posted this meme on Instagram. Remember, women can lie to try to ruin a man with the picture of Amber Heard.
I mean, listen. He not wrong.
So you mean to tell me they ain't married, they ain't got a kid together, she ain't taking a single ass whooping, but under New Zealand law, she's entitled to half of his stuff. I don't know if it's out of spite or out of greed or both, but this has to change. And not even for men's sake, but for family's sake, because if men keep finding out that they're gonna get taken advantage of just for wanting a family, they're gonna stop wanting families.
Typical men.
What do you mean, typical man?
Do you have a cat?
No, I don't have a dog.
Do you think I'm pretty?
No.
Don't take offense. You don't need validation from
I
men who
bet
look like
you
they
have
just
small balls.
They haven't even dropped yet.
Okay, man. Arnold.
Rejected.
Whopper. And with the snare and the bass square in the face, this fucking world better prepare to get laced because they're gonna taste my.
Fine. I'll do it myself. I got that adrenaline.
That's a W. That's E1. That's E1. That's a W.
This is your daily reminder to get your ass in the gym. I know you've been bulking for the past 7 years, but it's time to turn that dad bod into a father figure. Be the person you know you have the power to be. Some people are so obsessed with other people, they're not even the main character in their movie. You know what you have to do to be the person you want to be. It's just a choice. Make sure you get to the gym today. You owe it to yourself.
Be a alpha male, not a beta male.
I'm gonna show you how to bang McDonald's.
Alright, thank you. I like your nails.
Thank you.
Where'd you get them done?
I did them myself.
I can give a fuck. Trying to get my number?
Yeah, sure.
Bro used the disrespectful Riz.
Alright, I'm finna get disrespectful in this motherfucker.
With fake nails, fake eyebrows, fake eyelashes, fake hair color. Women want real men.
Emotional, damn it.
Artificial intelligence spitting facts. Makeup is the biggest lie in human history. It's such a good lie, the women start to believe it. A woman can have on a full face of makeup and tell you that she's a 10. If you really believe that you're a 10, which is perfection, then why do you put on makeup?
There is a man who there is a guy right now currently that is on my daughter's birth certificate. He took all responsibilities for her, right? When we broke up, he went ghost. Like, he didn't help me with her. He didn't do anything. And I didn't say, oh, okay, well, I still need you to do for her because you signed that birth certificate. Because in the state that my daughter was born, legally, he is binded to that child. So if I wanted to put him on child support, I could definitely do that. Nothing he could do about it. There ain't no paternity test. It ain't nothing that could be done. Once that document is signed and you signed that document and you knew what you was getting yourself into, it ain't no going back.
Well, fatherhood
those are
a trap.
laws. And those are laws. No, because it wasn't like it was like you're forced to do this. He
Wait, hold on.
He
So
had a choice.
So the person that was on the birth certificate, that's not the baby. That's not the baby father.
No.
And you could put him on child support.
Yes.
Ain't nothing he could do about it.
It's nothing he could do about it because he accepted those responsibilities in which they let him know that. Like in the state that my daughter was born, the law is once you sign that birth certificate, it's over with.
And in some states, you don't even have to sign a document. If you're dating a woman that has a kid for too long, you can be financially liable for that kid. And this is why I always tell guys, especially guys that don't have kids, be careful if you're dating a single mother. Because if things don't go right, not only do you lose the woman, you lose the kid that you grew a bond to, and you could lose your money. In her case specifically, I don't feel bad for the guy because he literally signed up for it. That's on him.
Gotcha. Gotcha.
I'm the reason you lost everything twice.
Yeah.
In 2005, you had $1,700 left. This was after Kings of Comedy.
Yeah.
You got $1,700 after you made, what, like $30 million on that tour?
Dog, we made more than that.
What the hell happened to the money?
Yeah. It's called a divorce. I got jumped on, man, but it was even before the divorce. Cause, not gonna say who did it, but they got in cahoots with my financial planner. And I was writing checks to the government for 7 years. Writing tax checks, signing the tax checks, giving them to turn in. They was keeping them, taking the money out the account like I was paying taxes. And keeping it for themselves. When my accountant passed, a lady went in the office and found a box on the floor, and I had 7 years of unpaid taxes. And I'm thinking I'm even. And then my lawyer said to me, you ain't paid taxes in 7 years.
Ooh, so you haven't paid in 7 years plus the interest.
Then I had saved some millions, but before I split the assets, she took all of that out the bank, moved it. The divorce was over. It was just, let's split the assets, but you took all the assets. And I was stuck with this tax bill. So I had to pay 7 years of back taxes with interest and get current. I was in a world of trouble, man. When I looked up, I had $1,700.
I am 100% pro-marriage. In fact, I am married, and I still think divorce laws have to be changed. Marriage is the only contract where one person is incentivized and rewarded for breaking the contract. Steve Harvey is a public figure, and of course it hurts, but he had the capability of making the money back. Now imagine if this is just a regular guy that worked at a factory 40 hours a week for 50 years of his life. If he gets a divorce, not only does he lose his wife, his kids, his house, but then he loses half of everything he dedicated his life to. And I'm not saying if you're a woman, you shouldn't get anything, but women file for divorce 80% of the time, and I believe that if you haven't contributed half, you shouldn't get half, especially if you're the one that wanted to end the relationship. Let me know in the comments below if this video was a W or L, and give me the HBO special. That's a Help a Brother Out special. Hit the like and the subscribe button for more content. Till next time.